Listening in on a weather update from SpaceX and NASA for a go no go for departure today. The latest window for departure will be 9:25 a.m., but we are currently targeting 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time for an undocking and separation of the vehicle from the space station. We will continue to watch the weather and the splashdown sites off the coast of the Atlantic and of Florida. You currently are seeing live views of the cargo Dragon vehicle attached to the Harmony module on the space-facing side of the port. Again, this is the second cargo vehicle, the second Dragon vehicle that is attached to the space station. This is a first for SpaceX. Crew Dragon launched in November with the Crew 1 astronauts aboard. The Cargo Dragon spacecraft brought up around 5,200 pounds of research and returned cargo splashing. We are looking for the spacecraft to return 5,200 pounds of cargo and research, and it will be a first as well as this has. We will receive science investigations at the Kennedy Space Center. It'll be a first since the shuttle program. The station and Dragon are currently flying over the South Pacific Ocean, about 264 statute miles above. There are currently 7 crew members aboard the station. From the left is NASA astronaut Kate Rubins, Victor Glover, Shannon Walker, JAXA astronaut Soichi Noguchi, along with, I'm sorry, Victor Glover, Shannon Walker, JAXA astronaut Soichi Noguchi, Sergei Ryzhikov, and Sergei Kutsverkov all make up Expedition 64. Again, we are standing by for Dragon's departure or undocking, currently scheduled for 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. This all will be dependent on weather, and we are still evaluating. The last time to call for departure today will be 9:25 a.m.
Station on 2 for
on 2.
we have gotten happy with weather off Florida, and with that, in preparation for undock, I'd like you to perform step 1 of 1.602 Dragon departure monitoring.
1.602 step 1 in work.
Undock sequence start time 1455.
Start time 1455. Copy.
Good copy.
Houston Station, I'll just stand down on ARED until we're past the no exercise time.
Copy.
Houston, Dragon undocking departure review complete. ISS crew is ready for departure.
Copy. ISS crew ready for departure.
And that was confirmation from the Capcom to the crew that we are currently go for departure today. And we're looking for commands to be sent for departure and undocking to be 8:55 a.m. and physical separation from the vehicle from the ISS will be 9 a.m. Central Time, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. We're currently in a brief handover between satellites right now, but we'll be regaining communications here shortly. You are currently seeing a live view of the International Space Station Flight Control Room. If you're just joining us, we are standing by for undocking of the or departure of the SpaceX Dragon cargo vehicle, having arrived on December 7, 2020, with over 6,500 pounds of cargo. Today, you're watching the first autonomous undocking of a cargo Dragon 2 vehicle. Upon Dragon's departure today, currently scheduled for around 9 a.m. Central Time, it will depart with just over 4,500 pounds of critical science and other hardware, scheduled for a safe splashdown off the coast of Florida in the Atlantic. And we're looking for splashdown around 8:08 p.m. Central Time, 9:08 p.m. Eastern Time. Today, the command to release Dragon will originate from the flight controllers here on the ground and in Hawthorne. That command will be sent from, I'm sorry, that command will be sent from either, it could be sent from either astronauts aboard the station or the ground team. And while the command won't come from the on-orbit crew today, NASA astronaut Victor Glover will be standing by in the cupola module and monitoring the spacecraft's departure. There are a couple milestones we'll see Dragon meet this morning. First, those departure burns, but then it will cross the keep out sphere, an invisible line around the station with a 200-meter radius. It will keep heading away from the station and will stand by until it makes its way out of the approach ellipsoid, another invisible line that's 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer by 2 kilometers around the station. These invisible lines are where we have checkpoints for the vehicle on its way to and from the station. Once the command is set, there will be 2 sets of hooks from the International Space Station and Dragon that will be released, and springs from the Crew Dragon will push the vehicle away from the International Space Station.
For Soichi, a question if you wanted to delay the start of your upcoming PMC.
After separation, the spacecraft will start to slowly drift away from the space station. Dragon has a few small departure burns to get it into the proper position away from the station for its eventual deorbit burn, currently scheduled for 7:18 p.m. Central Time. That will slow Dragon down enough to drop it out of orbit and send it towards its landing zone, splashing down in the Atlantic approximately around 9 p.m. Central Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Station Houston on 2 with Dragon Undock pending. We are entering no exercise period. Station Houston on 2 for Dragon departure. We are no go for today due to weather.
As you just heard, we are waving off today due to poor weather off the coast of Daytona. SpaceX and NASA will be evaluating what would be a better time to have undocking for the spacecraft. Please watch nasa.gov for updated timelines for when Cargo Dragon will be departing. That'll wrap up our coverage for the undocking of Dragon today. And please watch nasa.gov for updated timelines of when Dragon will be go for undocking. This is Mission Control Houston.
Well, in my left hand, I have a feather. In my right hand, a hammer. And I guess one of the reasons we got here today was because of a gentleman named Galileo a long time ago who made a rather significant discovery about falling objects in gravity fields. And we thought that where would be a better place to confirm his findings than on the moon. And so we thought we'd try it here for you. The feather happens to be appropriately a falcon feather.
Station Houston, are you ready for the event?
Houston, we are ready for the event.
Houston ACR, this is Houston Mission Control. Please call station for a voice check.
Station, this is Houston ACR. How do you hear me?
I have you loud and clear. Welcome aboard the space station.
Hello to astronauts aboard the International Space Station and to after-school students everywhere. I'm Ridgway White of the Mott Foundation. Through Million Girls Moonshot and the Mizzen by Mott app, we're working to help you explore new worlds. And today, thanks to NASA, you're about to share an experience that's out of this world. Now, let's go to our first question for astronauts Shannon Walker and Kate Rubens.
Hi, my name is Darian Scott, and I attend Cardinal Ritter College Preparatory High School, and I'm representative of Girls Inc. Incorporated of St. Louis. My question for you today is, as we move into the new year, what are some new things we should expect from NASA?
Oh my, there is so much going on at NASA, you wouldn't even believe it. Let's first start with the Artemis program. That's our program where we're going to take people back to the moon. We expect to have our first uncrewed test launch this year, followed soon by people going to the moon. Then we've got the space station where Kate and I are now. There is a ton of science going on here. It's unbelievable. Soon, in a couple of months, if you can believe that, we're going to have Crew 2. We're going to have another crew coming up here. We actually have a new airlock on the space station where we can take science samples in and out. That's going to be great. That's just the human spaceflight side. We've got all our unmanned stuff going on in the solar system as well. We've got our rovers on Mars, we've got satellites around Mars, we've got satellites around planets, and even, did you know that we have satellites that we launched when we were young that are outside the solar system and we are still talking to them? There is so much going on at NASA, it's unbelievable.
Hi, my name is Nina DeLuna, and I attend Thomas Fleming School.